Hey, what's going on, everyone? This video is going to talk a bit about Zcash targets. We're going to do a quick Zcash analysis, and we're going to talk about Zcash halvening that is coming up. So first, let's start with the halvening, or the halving. And the halving is in about 64 days, supposedly going to be on May 27th. That can change. It can change slightly. So basically what happens here is Zcash's block rewards will be reproduced from 12.5 to 6.25 Zcash. So that means less Zcash will be reproduced, unlike how the dollar is being produced more and more, and the Fed just came out and said they have an infinite amount of dollars in their reserves that can be used to make sure that banks don't go insolvent. So basically, with that sort of thing happening, the dollar can lose so much value, while something like Zcash or Bitcoin, with its halving coming up, can gain a lot in value because less of it is being produced. There could be much more demand as fiat currencies are becoming devalued, and these are being produced less. So that's something I really like to see with a currency like Zcash and with Bitcoin, of course, as well. Another really great thing about Zcash is that there is only a 21 million supply, just like how Bitcoin only has a 21 million supply, and I'm sure some Zcash have been lost, just like how some Bitcoin have been lost. And only about half of the circulating supply, only half of the total supply is circulating with Zcash. I believe only around 9 million, a little bit more than 9 million Zcash are circulating right now, so that as well, that's fantastic. Love to see that. So let's take a look at the chart right now. So right now we're on the daily chart, and as you can see, we had a move up from the bottom over here, and then we had some sort of retracement. That's what we're going to take a look at. We're going to take a look at that retracement and see how much we have retraced. We're going to do that on the 4-hour chart right now. So as you guys can see, that to me looks like a potential first wave. So I'm going to be treating this like a potential first wave and using a Fibonacci retracement, trend-based Fib extension in order to see where I believe it'll go next. But first, let's actually do the Fib retracement and see how much this has retraced. So I would probably retrace from this candle right here or this one. I'm going to do this one. I'd say that retraced to around the 382, which is pretty bullish, especially if we get above this zone over here. So if we get above this zone over here, and we close above it, I would say we're probably heading to make that next third wave. If we don't close above this zone, we see some sort of bearish divergence that brings us down, I would say we're probably going to test a lower fib zone, possibly the 382 again, but if not, we may test the 0.5 or the 0.618. So let's see what happens there. Right now, I do believe that we'll probably head higher than this zone, as I believe this correction may have completed. So now what we do is a trend-based Fib extension. We're going to start with the lowest part of the wave, go to that top of the wave, and we're going to bring it down to where the wave completed. And now a usual safe target for an extension is the 1.0, which would be around 43.57. I'm going to target further than that because I believe that this third wave will probably go further. I wouldn't be surprised if this is an extended third wave. Another usual target is the 1618, which would be around $52.43. I usually like to target a little bit less just to make sure I don't miss it. But another target would be 2618, around $67, 66.77, and then there's some higher zones that can also be reached as well. So at each one of these zones, I'm gonna make sure to be watching what's happening with the price very carefully and trying to see if there's a good area for me to sell in order to get back in and buy cheaper on a correction before we go to the next move up. So if you guys want to stay updated on that, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I'll be posting updates. Make sure to join my Telegram chat while it is still free. I'll be making sure to give updates on this as well. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure to subscribe, like, and follow me on Twitter as well. Links are all down below. Hope you guys enjoyed this and found it useful. Take care, guys.